Greetings. So your mom called. She said when you asked her for the new latest and greatest gun, it kind of backfired, and she said, not only are you not allowed to buy your new gun, you have too many guns. We're going to downsize your collection. This definitely never happened to me as a child with Star Wars, guys. I still haven't forgiven you, Mom. Lat gunship, still gone, still don't have one. Past traumas aside, what gun are you picking if you're only allowed to have one gun? One gun for the rest of your life. This opinion might be controversial. Get out of here, freaking mosquito. Might be controversial. It's my opinion. I'm entitled to it. But I also don't know what I'm talking about, so take it with a grain of salt. A lot of things to think about. The way I've thought about it is, and not just for me, not just somebody of experience, but just the general person who wants a gun to protect themselves. What gun should they pick? I'm a gun guy. Obviously, I'm talking to a camera in the woods at a range that I built so I can shoot at my own property. I'm a little bit of a gun guy. I like guns. If you can only have one gun, there's a very strong argument that it should be the AR-15. We're clear. I love the AR-15. That mosquito really wants to be on camera. If I'm told you're allowed to have one rifle for the rest of your life, easily AR-15. I don't know of another gun that I would want over the AR-15. But if I can only have one gun, it's not going to be the AR. Two reasons. One, it's not very concealable. You can't carry it with you very well and conceal it. This is a 14.5, so it's even shorter than most AR-15s by 2 inches. 2 inches is a lot as far as the ATF is concerned. This is 14.5. My muzzle brake is pinned and welded in place. It's hard to hide. If I wanted to walk in the general population and not let people know I have a gun, I'm going to fail if I use this. Love the gun. Great gun. Is it the best defensive rifle in the world? Could be. But I'm not picking it. And again, this is not just for me, but my thoughts on other people who maybe don't have as much experience. An AR-15, even though it is simple, for a new shooter, an AR-15 can be complicated. So, a gun that's easier to use would be the 12 gauge. 12 gauge pump action. It's simple. You put shells in the bottom. You pump it. Shell goes in. You pull the trigger. Even if it doesn't go off, you just pump it again and you try it. Shove them in, pump, shoot. Pretty simple. But, again, this suffers from not being very concealable. So I'm not going to pick the 12 gauge. It's going to be a handgun. Because you can conceal a handgun. Now, you can conceal a pretty big handgun fairly easily. This is a 365X macro. Oh, a SIG! It's not a 320, so I think I'm pretty good. 365X macro. As far as new standards go, it's somewhat big. It's smaller than a 19, a Glock 19. Depending on the mag capacity of the Glock, it holds the same or close to the same ammo. But this is still kind of big. Not that you can't conceal it. This is a T-Rex Arms holster with sidecar. It pretty much disappears, right? I mean, you can't see it, and you can actually tuck your shirt into the holster and the gun disappears. But there's a little bit of a bulge in the front. Editor guy here. One point I forgot to bring up in this section is it's easy to hide a handgun when you're not very active and you're not moving around and twisting and crawling and jumping and getting in and out of engine compartments and crawl spaces and things like that. But for my job, I move a lot, and it's really easy for you to print and
show that you're carrying a handgun very easily if it's in the waistband at all. Like I said, I crawl in and out of tight spaces. And another point is when I do crawl in and out of these spaces, anything that adds to my width is gonna be a hindrance to me, because sometimes I really have to throw my hips and really contort myself to get into these places to work.
Now, as everybody in the world pretty much knows, you can take the FCU out of the 365 and put it in a smaller frame, which would make it more viable, easier to hide. You can also put it in a bigger frame like this. This is a 365 fuse in a flux radiator. This is the older aluminum one. So you can take the 365 and put it in something like this, and it makes it shoot like a bigger gun. You can take the FCU out and put it in a smaller frame to make it shoot or make it hide like a smaller gun, but it's not foolproof. You can still be spotted pretty easily when you pocket carry or appendix carry or whatever a 365. Just because it's a little wide. I'm whittling it down when my options are pretty limited. Just to rip the band-aid off and take away all the excitement, if I could only have one gun for the rest of my life, it's the Smith&Wesson Bodyguard 2.0. This handgun is my, if not every day, 364 days a year. I mean, I carry this around all day, every day. If it's not in my pocket, it's readily available. It's within arm's reach. I love this gun. Love it. Now, it failed to lock back. That was my fault because I rested my hand on the slide release. So that's nothing against the gun. But this is the gun. Let's talk about it.
When it comes down to it, why do we carry a gun? To protect ourselves and those around us. And there are many, many people who have a gun because they want protection and they don't even necessarily like shooting. This gun is small enough, it is easy to hide when you go places that you're not necessarily supposed to have a gun, or you don't want people to know you have a gun. This gun is very, very hard to detect, but it shoots so well. And it's 10+1 with your standard fitting mag and 12+1 with your extended mag. 380 technology has come a long way, and it really is a suitable defensive round, in my opinion, and the opinion of much smarter people than me.
Okay, so I know you might be thinking, dude, guy in the woods, how can the freaking Bodyguard, Smith&Wesson Bodyguard 2.0 be your only gun? Let me explain. I've shot the time out of this gun, and it works really well. With one caveat, Armscore ammo. Armscore, in my experience, has had a little shoddy reliability. Anyway, why do I carry this? For one simple reason, it's so small. It hides so well. I mean, it almost fits in the palm of my hand. I mean, the grip sticks out a little bit. And as you can see, I mean, like I said, I pocket carry it. When I put it in my pocket, you can tell that there's something there. I mean, I'm not going to lie, especially if I pull on the pants. But one thing I do, hold on. Whenever I'm wearing tighter pants, I always have a knife in my pocket, so that helps hide it. I always carry earbuds. I slip the earbuds down next to the barrel, and it really disguises it. I don't think it looks like a gun at all. But even without the earbuds, I feel like this is not as noticeable as basically any other 9mm of the class. Now, you're going to say, that mosquito's back. something in opposition that I can't think of anything clever. You're going to say that, and I'm going to say, wow, that's a great point. But why do I choose this over other 380s of the class that are smaller? It's big enough that it fits my hand extremely well, and it shoots phenomenal. It is so much fun to shoot. I love it. You can hide it really easily, and you can shoot it. Now, will 99% of the population even notice you have a gun? Probably not. I'm worried about that 1%. So, why am I so worried about hiding it? Simple. I work in places that you're not supposed to have weapons. And I definitely don't carry a handgun like the Smith&Wesson Bodyguard 2.0 because it's so easy to hide and I shoot it so well. I definitely don't do that in those places. But if I were, this is what I would carry. The TLDR is it shoots like a bigger gun, it carries like a smaller one. Now, my sick Duracoat. Yeah, so I wore through the finish right above the Smith&Wesson logo. So I primed it and painted it. Why did I paint it that color? Because the paint was cheap. And I'm a poor. Not bad, but we can do better. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, yeah, it hides well. But how does it shoot? Well, let's find out. Alright, going hot. Here we go. To be fair, I have shot this gun a lot. Let's go check and see what the target looks like. Alright. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That means I missed 3 times. I suck. Now, what do you get when you buy the Bodyguard? So in the box, you get the gun, obviously, the manual, 1 10-round mag, 1 12-round mag. The biggest knock I can give this gun is the mags are stiff to load. This one holds 10, the flush fitting 10-round mag. They load, now to be fair, I have really broke this mag in. I have shot a ton of ammo through this magazine. This is the 10-rounder. So it's broke in pretty good. They load in not too bad. You see that last one was a little tight. Now, when we go to the 12-rounder, it's a different story when you get to that last one. This is my newer mag that I've not used that much. Load 1, 2, 3. Sorry, I'm no Lena Michalek. That's 4. That's 5. That's 6, 7, 8. They are getting stiff right now. 9, 10. That's 11. I usually have to put the base down on a firm surface to get the 12th one in. It also comes with a mag loader, which I neglected to bring out. There's 12. Whew. There's 12. Better, better, making it happen, better. I'm gonna load another 10, just do a little bit of a little accuracy on cardboard instead of steel, just to show you a little bit what it patterns. This is only, I don't know, a little over 10 yards, something like that, so nothing too major. The target is going to be this cardboard silhouette, but as you can see, it's a quarter size silhouette. I'll go staple it to the other target real quick. Get a little practical accuracy here. You can see I was pretty quick, a little loosey-goosey. Let's see what it looks like. For that rapid fire, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, I'll take that. You saw how fast I was shooting, so not too bad. And today's sponsor is yeah, not bad. I mean, obviously you can do better, but that was pretty good. In summary, the gun's just fun. It's fun to shoot. It shoots like a bigger gun for how small it is. It carries like a smaller gun for how big it feels. It's just a good gun. This is fun to shoot. It's easier to shoot. It's overall, it's just a more enjoyable experience. Now, another reason why I love this gun so much is, as I said before, I carry in some, well, I definitely don't carry in places I'm not supposed to, but it's not illegal. It's just against policy, that type of bull. But I don't do it anyway, so I'm fine. Anyway, I work with my hands. I go in some very tight spaces with a lot of really nasty debris. I get gross. I get covered in mud, I get covered in rock, I get covered in lime for my job. And this baby is in my pocket all day, every day, unless I go through a metal detector. I've got this thing with me. I love it. And it has taken all the abuse I have given it. Now, full disclosure, there was a time where I got out of the habit of shooting it, because you should shoot your carry gun. Every time you go to the range, you should shoot your carry gun. I mean, unless it's a very specific situation, you should always be training with your carry gun. You don't train enough with your carry gun. I don't train enough with my carry gun. Jerry Mitchellek does not train enough. Okay, maybe he trains enough. But you get my point. We all could train more. I carried this gun for about a year and didn't carry it. And I went to shoot it, and it wouldn't work. And I thought, great, this gun that I love, that I've entrusted my life with, is broken. It's junk, and I'm never going to carry it again. Well, just happened to have a can of brake clean with me. I took the slide off, and took the barrel out, striker out, held the striker back with my hand, and sprayed brake clean into the firing pin channel. The amount of debris that came out of my gun was disgusting. There are stories where cops carry their Glocks and don't fire them, and lint keeps the gun from going off. Lint on lint on lint on lint on lint on lint. Now imagine what it's like with lime dust, with mud, with dirt, with sand. A year? Yeah, I think I'll forgive the bodyguard for a year of abuse. I love this gun. if you don't let literal dirt and sand and rock into your firing pin channel for over a year without cleaning it, it works. So I give you the Smith&Wesson Bodyguard 2.0. And this is not sponsored. And the gun's not that bad. I mean, you can find them now for, if you're lucky, you can find them for like $350, but you can find them for $400 all day. It is a great gun. It's easy to carry. It's easy to shoot. I love this gun. It is by no means my favorite gun. It's by no means the easiest gun in the world to shoot. There are better guns, but for everyday carry, every day, 24/7, I don't think you can do much better than this. And really, the average person isn't going to get in a gunfight. The average person isn't even going to have to pull their gun to defend themselves. But I would trust this gun. I do trust this gun. This is my everyday carry. I carry this and the 365X macro that you saw before. I consider this my backup when I carry the 365. But really, this is more of my primary. And my SIG is my backup because I don't always have my 365 on me because it's so big and I don't want people to see it. I have every confidence in the world shooting this, carrying this. It's a little bit snappy if you're not used to shooting, but get out, shoot your carry gun. You'll get used to it. It is a great gun. Obviously, I'm not sponsored by Smith&Wesson. These are just my honest thoughts about this gun. And I wanted to convey them to you. I'm out here training anyway, might as well record it. If you're out training, maybe just record it. It'll help you for your training purposes, and maybe somebody else will find it interesting. Can't really go wrong with the Smith&Wesson Bodyguard 2.0. Thanks. Do your own research. I'm just a guy in the woods.